hate stupid orange lights. Hi, welcome back to Throttle Hobby. My name is Seabass, and on today's episode, we're going to be fixing the ABS lights that have been plaguing this car for a while. I actually have the sensor over here. I plugged in the computer, found out it was the right rear that's giving me problems. So that is what we're going to be replacing today. And without any further ado, let's get to the shop and fix these pumpkin lights. All right, so we're at the shop. We lifted the car up. ABS sensor is going to be on the right side, as according to the scanner. So we're going to pull the wheel off. Your ABS sensor should be right here. I'm going to grab a flashlight so I can show you guys better. We're going to disconnect that, pull out the ABS sensor, disconnect all this up until the connection point here, and get the new one in. So that's where your ABS sensor is located. And the way an ABS sensor looks like as a new one is after you put this in, the bottom piece will measure teeth on the bottom of the CV axle, which is this part right here. And what that does is it reads every single tooth to make sure that the teeth are all aligned. If a tooth is cracked, that could also throw off an ABS sensor. I don't think mine is. I think just the sensor part is bad, considering when I was looking at it on the scanner, it was the only one that was kind of reading, wasn't kind of reading. So I'm just going to say that it's the sensor. We're going to replace it. So I'm going to take that off. That should be a 10 millimeter. And just for reference, if you do these and they come out easily, generally easy, lucky you, because I've done a couple of them where you pull out the sensor and you have to break the whole head part of it, and then you have to drill it out. So hopefully this one will actually come. Sorry about that, camera died. So now we're gonna grab a 10 millimeter. Undo the bolt. All right, I'm back again after all my lithium batteries decided to take a shit, and I had to literally go grab an extension cord from my cabinet to bring it over here because we don't have extension cords, to run it all the way down to a charger so I can make this video, because lithium batteries are definitely the future, right guys? No. Regardless, like I was saying before, so we're gonna now remove this by pushing a tang in here like that, and remove this piece out of the way. Okay, now if we're lucky, we'll be able to remove the sensor. I already removed the bolt. We just flop it around, hopefully. Okay, we got movement, that's good. See, can we pull it out? Yes, lucky us. All right, now I'm gonna check inside of there with the flashlight closer and make sure that there's no missing teeth. So now that I've cleaned out some of the stuff in there, because there was a little gook in there, I spun the rotor, and this is actually a ring based one, not a tooth one. I know I said tooth before, but this is just a ring that's kind of like this, and the sensor will sit here and read and make sure there's no bands. So it's not broken. I'm assuming it was some of that crap that was left behind, but regardless, we're going to replace the sensor because, well, we got a new one, and I don't know if this one isn't gonna fail regardless. So now that we got that out, let's undo all of the straps here. Let me get the light better. So we'll undo this one. Okay. Right, just like that. Pop all these out. Do the same thing for this. Twist and pull. Cool. Like that. Now we have this. So what we have to do here is this little red tang. We have to push that back, and then we should squeeze it, and that should release the end of the sensor. So let's grab our trusty screwdriver here, go underneath, and pop this bad boy out. I gotta move this light. Okay, we're just gonna pop this out just like this. Might need 2 hands for this, hold on. So the red tang's out. Now we can get in here, push on this, and pry back on it, which, oh man. Okay, there we go. And it should release, or it'll just pop off. Okay. I'm also gonna just do this with 2 hands real quick. Cool, so old sensor's out. Just leave this spaghetti noodle over here. Yeah, whatever. And we're gonna put the new one in. So,
bye,
of course, because why not? Take this. Oh, we got a new little port here. Okay, we'll rip this out then. Come on. Out you come. Come on, you're almost there. Get out. Get out. Okay, cool. Old port out with the old one. New one comes with the new one, so let's click this in first, which will be just like this. Click, red tab in, push this up back into the 2 holes, like that. Good. So now we're going to go down the line as we did before. Click this in, like that. Click in the little cable ports. This. Next one in, click. Now we get to this part, which is just the sensor being installed in. So we got to go up like this. Good. Like that. Just straight in, just like that. Connect it here to the metal little gap. Just like this. That's in, and now we're going to connect the bolt, which is here. Cool. Hand tight it, and then normally you should grab a wrench, but I'm kind of an impatient dumbass, so I'm just gonna that'll do. And that's it. That's the install of the ABS sensor. Let's get the wheel on, reset the code, go take it for a drive, and make sure that our quick and simple fix did the trick. And just for shits and giggles, some extra bonus content. When I took these wheels off back in my video of when I did the tires, which I'll link it in the end descriptions, it was actually, I had to tear off a lug nut. That sucks, but luckily I did scavenge myself a new one. So now it's the complete set. Oh, that's not good. Cool. So now that we've taken the scanner and deleted the codes, which is just click delete all codes, let's go take it for a test drive and see if it works. So the good thing about ABS sensors in general is if they don't work, usually right away they come back on. So let's go for a ride and see if our fix has actually fixed the issue. So I got good news and bad news. The good news is you guys are going to be able to, well, pretty much understand and know how to do an ABS sensor. The bad news is it's not the ABS sensor. So after programming or reprogramming, well, pretty much what happens is I got the new one in and went for a test drive. It popped up. So I said, okay, that's a little weird. Maybe I didn't have a connection right, maybe something else. Took it off, found a little shit bomb in there, cleaned everything all off, made sure it was good. All right, cool, put it back on, went for another test drive. ABS light came back on again. I'm thinking, all right, that's a little weird. So I said, okay, well, maybe the new sensor is bad. Let me put the old one back in, because maybe now the little ship bomb's out of there that was blocking the other one. Maybe the old one will work. So I put the old one back in, Lo and behold, also didn't work. So I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? Grab the scanner, go into database, and I realized that all of the ABS sensors are working except the right rear. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe this old sensor is no good for legit, you know, legit. So, all right, I put the new one back in, went for another test drive, still nothing. So then I'm starting to think, all right, let me look for power. So I go hook up the battery to the test light, and I try no power. So I'm thinking, all right, that's a little weird. Like, this one's got no power, but clearly the other ones do, because otherwise it wouldn't be showing up on the scanner. So I'm thinking to myself, well, the only other option I could think of is CV, but let me do a couple more tests. So after getting no tests, nothing done, pretty much, I called up my boss and I let her know exactly what I did. She said, unplug the sensor, grab an ohm meter, set it to ohms. On the inside of the connector, there's a positive and negative. She said, hook both of those up to positive and negative, spin the wheel. She said, if the CV is bad, it'll just give you a low reading. So I try with the old one first, low reading. I'm like, okay, let me try with the new one just in case, also low reading. So as I call her back and I tell her that, she goes, well, unfortunately, as it seems, you're gonna need a new CV axle. Which sucks, because CV axles are expensive, and I was really hoping it was just a dumb ABS sensor. But who knows, maybe the old little shit bomb that was in there messed something up, or maybe it's reading something there that I can't see, although I did turn it and spin it, and to me the CV was pretty good, but guess not. So it's not a total loss, because hey, now you guys know how to do an ABS sensor. The lug nut that we put on worked, so that's also a plus. And now we know what I'm going to do for my next video, which is going to be probably CV axle. So anyway, that's today's video. My name is Seabass, signing off. Thanks for watching Throttle Hobby, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.